Assalamu alaikum. Myself Ahkam Ansari, student. I am back again with yet another video lecture of information technology. In this particular video lecture, we will learn some coding or some programming part of JavaScript. In our previous lecture, we have seen different function, that is built-in function given by the JavaScript, in which we have seen parsed function, we have seen prompt function, we have seen is-in function, and many others we have seen. Now we are going, it's time to utilize this function. So for that utilization or for practice purpose, we are going to learn or we are going to do some programming or some coding by using JavaScript. As we know, our last question, that is a question number 8, is fully of JavaScript and HTML. So that you will have two questions, in which one question is compulsory for JavaScript and one question is compulsory for HTML. So the last question of your examination, it may be of standard 11 or it may be of standard 12. It is a board examination. There could be a compulsory question for JavaScript, in which you will be asked different types of question, and believe me student, every year you will get this question, or these are the 5-star 7-star question which will come every year in your examination. So I have just listed down 3-4 questions which will definitely come inshallah in your examination, and these are the some questions which come every year. I just want to show you this question. I have listed 4 questions which have already come in your examination in the year 19, 18, 17, and hopefully it will come in your future examination. So the question is very easy, and we have utilized or we have used this built-in function inside this JavaScript. So the thing is that I have listed this question, just read out. I have listed only 4 questions, but inshallah in our whole syllabus we will do more than 50 questions of JavaScript, so you will be very comfortable while you are going for your board examination or your standard 11 examination. So now we are going to start the first 4 questions, then gradually we will move toward some advanced part, or we will see some more questions related to JavaScript. So the first question, read out. Now I have just listed 4, and I will solve 1 or 2 questions, and I will assign some homework to you, and that you have to do with your own. And if you have any query while doing this program, please feel free to post your question. Inshallah I will revert back your answer. Okay, but the thing is that first we have to understand what the examiner is asking or what the question is all about. First I am reading the first question, that's write a JavaScript program. So we have to do, or we have to write JavaScript program, and student, we have to do all things inside HTML page. Means first thing is that you have to create a simple HTML page, then you have to add JavaScript code. So just read out. The first question is saying that write a JavaScript code. Okay, so sometime you will get write a JavaScript code, or sometime you will get write a JavaScript program, or write a JavaScript coding. Okay, means you have to use JavaScript. Then this is very important, to accept value from user. When you read this line, means you have to write JavaScript program, but inside that you have to accept some value from user. When you reach to this line or this sentence, the first thing in your mind, it could become that you have to accept value from user. So which JavaScript function or you will utilize or you will use to accept value? So the first thing is your mind should be, you have to know, or it could be bling as a prompt. Okay, so prompt is a built-in function which is used to accept value from user. Okay, so while you are reading, gradually you have to know what you are going to use or what function you will be using in this particular program. So when you get this sentence, you have to accept value from user. So the first thing is that you have to use prompt. Okay, so because prompt is a built-in function, by using that prompt we can accept value from user. After that, read out and convert. Okay, so first thing is that you have to accept value and you have to store in certain variable. After that, what you have to do, and you have to convert the value into uppercase. Okay, means you have to accept value, and the value can be accepted in any form. You can accept in uppercase, lowercase, or you can accept mixing of both the cases. The first character may be uppercase. Okay, it's up to user, means user can enter any value or any form of value. But the thing is that what examiner is saying, what question is saying, you have to convert value into uppercase. Now when you read this question, two thing or two function will blink in your mind. First question, you have to accept value, means you have to use prompt function. Then you have to convert it into uppercase. So JavaScript provide two uppercase function. Okay, JavaScript provide two uppercase function. So you have to use one prompt function to accept value and one uppercase function to convert that accepted value into uppercase. And the last thing, you have to display the result. Result means what is converted value. Okay, you have to display by result, means you have to use document.write, you can use, and even you can use alert to display. So we have two way to display. One is alert message we can display, or we can display document.write. Okay, now you have plan, you have a footprint that you have to accept value and you have to convert value. So to accept you have prompt function, and to convert you have two uppercase function. To display you have document.write. So these are the some basic thing. When you read this question, this thing will pop up in your mind. Okay, now you have to move to your application where you have to write the coding. So which application we will be using? We will be using our application that is a Notepad application. Inside that we will write first Java HTML code, then inside HTML code we will write JavaScript code. In the same way, these are the some question which we will do after this question, but the first we will focus on this because we have read it, we have understood it, what we have to do inside that thing. Okay, so I am moving back to my Notepad application. I am just going to desktop, then I will search Notepad application. Okay, so it's my application where I have to write coding. So I have to write coding inside the HTML5. So the first thing is that I have to write doc type and HTML. This line shows that I am writing. Again, student, it's a programming question. You will get marks on the basis of your steps. Your line of code will provide some marks. Okay, if you miss this line, okay, if you miss this line, there is a chances your output will be correct, or you will get correct output, but you are writing inside the HTML5, so you have to write this line. Otherwise examiner may cut some marks or reduce some marks. Okay, so this line you have to write because we are using HTML5. After that we have to write HTML opening and HTML closing. Okay, then inside that you have to add some other tag which are the important. That is on top you have head tag and closing head tag. After that you have one of the most important tag of HTML page, that is a body tag, because what you will write inside that will display on your browser. So you have added these basic HTML tag which are required to create any page. Okay, now you have choice. Okay, let me add some attribute of body tag, bg color equal to, I am going to assign as a orange, my favorite. Okay, let me save the file. You can save anywhere. Okay, so I am going to save on desktop and I am going to assign some name. For example, it's uppercase. I will write upper.html. Okay, I have saved with the upper.html. Now let's see what is our output. This file is just created. Let me open it. Now this is our blank page where background color is orange. Now we have to write our JavaScript code. Okay, so you can write your JavaScript code between body tag or between head tag. So I am going to write inside the head tag. For that I am going to just do some additional work or impressive work. Okay, your code could be very impressive. Means if you are going to write a program which will convert your text into uppercase, just to mention inside the H1. Okay, it will not give some extra mark, or if you don't use this H1 tag, it will not reduce your mark, but it puts some impression on examination that your code is very specific and you have written in some good manner, that is now you are giving some heading that the reader or the examiner can properly read what you have done in your programming. So you are going to write to convert your text into uppercase. Just you have mentioned one heading, okay? It will put some impression on examination that you have written something, convert your text into uppercase. Now we are moving towards JavaScript code. What we have to write, what we have to do. So I am going to write JavaScript. So before I am going to write JavaScript, the first thing is that we have to use a script tag. Okay, so I will write a script tag and I will write closing script tag, because JavaScript is a scripting language, and if you want to insert JavaScript inside the HTML, you have to use a script tag, and you have to tell your browser that which scripting language you are going to use, because we have a number of the scripting language, like we are using JavaScript, we have VB script and many scripting language we have. So by using language attribute, we have to mention which language I am using. So I am using JavaScript, so you have to use JavaScript, you have to write Java. Again student, please, JavaScript is a case sensitive, you have to write JavaScript like that, okay? There is no space between Java and script. Java is a different language, JavaScript is a different language, so there is no space between JavaScript, okay? JavaScript is a single word. Now between these two tag, that is opening script and closing script, what you will write, it will considered as a JavaScript code. Now flip back to your question again, okay? Now read out the question. What the question? Write a JavaScript code, means we are ready, because we have written script tag, means we are ready to write JavaScript code to accept value from user. Okay, you have to accept value. So to accept value, we have prompt box, we have a function called prompt, and we will use prompt box. So here I will write prompt, okay? I have write prompt, then this is a function, so you have to write this circle bracket, and inside that I have to pass some message that enter your value or your text. You can write enter your text, okay? You have written. Now save it. Should I am going very slowly. What I have done, I have used prompt box or prompt function, and this function will create a prompt box and you will enter some value, okay? Save it, flip back to your browser and refresh it, so you will get a prompt box, okay? This box is called as a prompt box, where you are getting some message, enter your text. I have written enter your text, that we are displaying. Now inside that box you can enter some value. For example, I have written Akam Ansari, okay? So when you click on OK, this value will go with that particular box, okay? But now by using this prompt box, you can accept some value. Currently I have entered Akam Ansari, but to save this value, whatever value entered by user, you have to save somewhere. So I have to declare a variable where, okay, for example, user value, you can write user value. My variable name is user value. What I have written, where user value. So this is a variable I have just declared. Student, please pay attention. This is a variable. Where is a keyword. Where is a keyword which is used to declare a variable, and user value is name of variable. Inside that I have to store some value. Which value I will store? I will store the value entered by the user. So the user will enter some value by using this box. So now I will use user value equals to. Are you getting, student? What I have done, I have just put this variable. First I have declared. Now I am going to assign this value, user value. See this one, user value equal to. Now what will happen, or what is the objective of this line? This line we have seen, okay, up to this will create a prompt box. Okay, now this will create a prompt box, yes or no? Yes, we have seen. First I have written this line only. So you have entered some value, but that value will disappear, or that value will erase, because you have not declared any variable to store that value. Now I have declared a variable. As we know, variable is nothing but some place. Like if I say a glass and milk, a glass and milk. So what is a glass? Glass is something like a variable. Okay, and what is a milk? Milk is a value. So here I have just taken a glass, and what is the name of glass? For example, name of glass is user value. So inside that glass I am going to store some value. What could be the value? Value could be like whatever user will insert inside that prompt box. Okay, so whatever user will insert in that prompt box, it will store inside that glass, and the name of glass is user value. Getting? Yes or no? So for example, I just want to, for example, let me assign value as a variable name as a glass. Okay, for example, variable name is a glass. So I will write glass over here. Okay, so where glass, I have declared a variable where glass, and inside glass I am going to store some value, and after this line I am going to display the value which is stored inside glass. So I will write document dot write. Okay, inside that I will pass glass. Okay student, I think it is a very easy way. I am just trying to explain you, if you can understand. Means first I have declared a variable which name is glass, and inside that variable what we will do, glass is nothing but some container. Yes, inside that we can store some value. So which value I will store? I will store the value inserted by the user. And how user will insert? This line will create a prompt box. Inside that user can insert any value, and whatever value user will insert, it will store inside a variable called glass. And after that, in this line I am going to display the value of glass. Okay, so let me save this. Okay, and flip back to your browser now, refresh it. Now you will get this box. Inside that, if I am going to write milk, what I have written, student, please pay attention. I have written milk. So when you click on OK, this value will store inside your variable called glass. See, and you are getting some output. Let me zoom it, and the output is your value which is stored inside your variable. Okay, what is the value? Value is milk. Why? Because you have inserted milk. Now let me refresh it. Now I am going to change my value. Means my glass is same. The first value was milk. Now I am going to change to water. Now you will get value as a water. So you are getting water. Again your container is same. Okay, your container, your variable is same. Now you are going to take oil. Okay, so I am displaying the oil. Okay student, means first I have declared a variable. Okay, and you know what is the use, what is the purpose of variable? Variable is used to store some value. So, and we are going to store value from user. So I have declared this one, I have written this one, prompt message, and after this line will display the value of that variable. So what is the value? Whatever value inserted by the user inside that prompt box, it will store inside variable glass, and this line will display the value. Okay, so now flip back to your question. Okay, so to accept value, so right now we are able to accept value by using prompt. Yes or no? Yes, we have accepted, and even we have displayed that accepted value. Now, so we are not going to display the value. but we have to display the result. Means we have to first convert the value, then we have to display the result. So we have accepted by using prompt. Now the next thing, the second part of the question is we have to convert it to uppercase. So now flip back to your coding. Okay, remove this line, or I am just going to comment. I don't require this line right now. Okay, so I have declared a variable, and inside that I have stored some value, and that value I want to convert into uppercase. I am going to declare one more variable where up I am going to assign. Okay, I am going to assign where up. So what I am going to store inside the up equal to, what I am going to write, glass dot to upper case. I just want to tell you, means forget it, this line, this word up. What is glass? Glass is a name of variable. Yes, we have seen glass is a name of variable which stores some value. Okay, now I am going to write glass dot to uppercase. So to uppercase is a built-in function given by the JavaScript where U and C is in uppercase. As we know, JavaScript is a case sensitive. Okay, you have to write as per the rules and regulation, or as per the syntax given by the JavaScript. Okay, so to uppercase is a built-in function. There is no space between to uppercase, is a single word where U and C is in capital, and this bracket is circle bracket, which is a signature of any function. Okay, so now I am going to convert. What you want to convert? You want to convert glass. And what is the value of glass? Value of glass is something which is entered by the user. So whatever value will entered by the user, it will store inside variable glass, and by using glass dot to uppercase, it will convert. And after conversion, after calculation of this line, okay, it will store inside variable up. Okay, variable up you have declared. Now you have to display the value of up, not value of glass. Value of glass is the value accepted by the user, and what is the value of up is a converted value, because this line will convert your value into uppercase and it will store inside variable up. So now I am going to uncomment this line, and instead of glass I will say up. That is a name of variable. Okay, this one. Okay, let me save the file. Okay, flip back to your browser, refresh it. Again it will ask enter your value. For example, I have entered Akam Ansari. So this Akam Ansari, this value will store inside variable glass, and after that glass dot to uppercase, it will convert and store inside up, and after conversion this string or this text will convert it into uppercase, means, and then you will get the value of up. So the value of up is Ansari Akam. Okay, see, I have entered in a small letter, but your output is in capital letter, that is in uppercase. Okay, you are getting inside the uppercase. Okay, in the same way, again if I refresh, if I enter KMS, again I have entered KMS in a small letter, this value will store inside glass, and I have written glass dot to uppercase, it will convert into uppercase. Okay, so you will get KMS like that, all in capital letter. Hope you could understand, student. I am trying to explain in a easiest way, but still if you have any question, any doubt, please feel free to post your question. Inshallah I will try to answer it. Okay, in next lecture we will see this some other question, like we will accept value from user and we will perform addition, multiplication. Or student, if you understood this, try to do same this question also, and in next lecture I will tell you how to perform this question. Okay, that's for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.